even more old models to dig up. But they're finally getting used, so who am I to complain? Just a few days ago I got a new comment on an old video, and it's from the curvature at the end of the world, when another keyboard warrior, of course, it's all that's left now these days, just poor keyboard warriors. So let's see what he said. How come he didn't attempt to zoom in the ship? Well, at 2:58 in this video I said my zoom is just 400 millimeters, and with a 1.6 crop factor it's 640, so I don't have a P900 or P1000. I wish I had some I'd want to borrow, but yeah, who knows, maybe sometime if I get my hands on one I will get to the end of the world, definitely. Is it because you might be come back and debunk your ball? I asked him for any video showing the bottom half of a boat being zoomed back, and then he said nobody about the bottom of the ship. I just didn't say the bottom of the ship, I said bottom half of the ship being zoomed back. And then he said it's blocked by the waters are closer than the ship, by the waves, sorry. So again, these waves, I guess they are massive out there. So yeah, I had to dig up an old model, and it is this one. So the ship over there is 5 kilometers away. That first wave is half meter high and just 55 meters. Next wave is 1 meter high at 110 meters. And the third wave is a 2 meter wave at 220 meters. So of course, if we zoom in a bit there, you can see that the waves are covering that ship from eye level. Sure. So my eye level, I'm 1 meter 80, so my eye is at 1 meter 70. I have measured this. And of course, at here, you can see that some part of this ship is covered by the waves. Nobody doubts that. That's just how stuff works. Problem is, I wasn't at sea level. I was at 21 meters. Then it gets different. Because now we have this. So same waves, same distances. Now all of them are below there. So where does this waves hide the ship? It's probably further out there. I'm going to remove these lines here. They're a bit disturbing. And just to make it clear that this ship is a 1-to-1 size. That is 224 meters long, just as the ship is. And the blue part over here, going to see later, is 13 or 14 meters high. So when I'm standing up here, looking at that ship, we have a 2 meter wave here at 4 kilometers, a 2 meter wave here at 4.5 kilometers, and my line of sight is still above that wave. The final wave here is also 2 meters high, just next to that ship. There is no way in hell that that wave is going to cover all of this blue part here. Physically impossible. So where are these waves covering that ship from over here? Let's zoom in the part here also. I'm not going into P900 mode, I'm just zooming in 250 millimeters. There it was. These waves are not here. Of course they are wider, but these waves are not covering half that ship. not by far, because my observation is this, where all the blue part is gone, and these waves are not even 2 meters. If they are 1 meter or a half meter, these are not big waves, these are just small. You can see here, this is not big. So if any of these waves are large enough to cover that ship, let's figure out how big they're going to be. Halfway between me and the ship. So if we go back here, just going to show first that that is 14.6 meters of that blue part. The entire ship is 224 meters and 45.6 meters high. So this is a 1-to-1 scale. Let's get rid of those again. We can keep that one. So we're going to cover a wave up to the lifeboats here, about just between the blue and the lifeboats, because it's covering all of that. So we need to cover 14, so let's say 15 meters we need to cover. And halfway through, let's find half point. It's there, midpoint. And from the blue part, let's take from halfway here, intersection, to my eyeballs, there. And now this part is from there down there, 18.8 meters. That's a wave almost 19 meters high. Whoa. Go back to the observer. Now, this one, that's the height of that wave, 19 meters wave. I don't think these waves are 19 meters high, because I was at 21 meters and they didn't reach up to me. So no, I don't think so. Yeah. So, to whoever you may be again, Ghostly Warden. The waves are closer to the ship than you. Let's try just a little bit closer. Little bit closer. Actually, they need to be just about the same, because I was at 21 meters. So, closer to the ship, probably 15 meters. There, 15.8. So how close are they to the ship? And they still need to be somewhere between 15 and 19 meters to cover that part. That's simple geometry, really. And again, I don't see 15 to 18 or 19 meter waves here. Just no. So again, your name, I'm terrible with names, sorry. Ghostly Warden. Nope. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.